Well, it just came down here to Eli Creek. We were hoping to have a bit of a swim, freshen up, get ready for the day. Unfortunately, the tide is just too high. There is so much salt water charged into the creek and then fresh water. People are giving it a go, but mate, I need longevity out of this car. I ain't doing that. So, change of plans for us. Let's head back to that ship. Let's head inland and go and have some fun, rather than waste 2 hours sitting here watching people go through wreck their cars. This is unreal. I can't believe people are doing it. Let's go.
I'll take you anywhere. Just tell me I'll be there. We don't need a plan. I like it unprepared. Whatever comes our way, we'll stay there for the day. So dream away. My vision, I want colors to find, turned up from black and white.
Well, looky here, look who's in the hot seat.
Giving her a go.
Somebody wanted to drive a little bit of Fraser, so what we're doing is just heading towards camp. Pretty easy sort of drive. Maddie asked if she can have a go, just see how it all feels and this sort of driving, so here we are.
Yep, I'm behind the wheel again.
Well, let's see how we go.
To the clouds. I'll take you anywhere. Just tell me I'll be there. We don't need a plan. I like it unprepared. Whatever comes our way.
How you going with it?
Good. We're getting there. That's the start.
How are you finding the sand?
It's not too soft. It looks softer than it is. But these little whoops are annoying.
Oh, we'll do something about them. Sorry.
Yep. Go get the grader through them. Alright. How am I going?
Good.
Whatever comes our way, we'll stay there for the day. So dream away. So dream away. So dream away. With your hand on your heart, please tell me which way I sure don't know. One piece in hand, it's a start, but it's a mighty puzzle to lay. No need to say, how will I cope?
Guys, we are having a cracker day here. Look at how gorgeous this water is right at our front doorstep. We just had gentleman Angus come and say g'day, who's been following us for a long time. G'day, mate. Thank you so much. And we also had Sandra and Jim stop and give us some awesome tips. So thank you guys so much for stopping, saying g'day. You've absolutely made our day. We love that so much. We don't post where we are currently on social media or anything like that. So if you ever see us, it'll be out of the blue. Come and say g'day. We love meeting you guys. It means the absolute world to us. So thank you so much. Now this spot is so special, hey. We're over the west coast and right behind us we've got our own private little creek. The weather has just turned terrible as I turn this camera on. And then the ocean, literally like in between each other. This is unreal, hey. A spectacular spot. We'll be moving on later this afternoon. We have to wait for the tide to go back down so we can drive along the beach and head further south. I'm excited, hey. This is unreal. The west coast of Fraser, the water clarity so far from what we've seen is just pristine. Well, I'm going back to get up to some mischief. This is unreal.
A few moments later.
I don't think that's gonna work.
I can't do it. It ain't working.
That'll do. You ready?
He's good. He's drowning, but he's right, mate? Well, we are gonna get into it. It's always hard as you travel around. People tell you great spots to go and see, and this one has just been an absolute gem. Hey, we have loved it so much. But just down south further, there's a spot that multiple people told us about, told it was absolutely unreal, and we just want to go and check it out. So the tides have just got to the right height that hopefully we can get through. I am excited, but I am super nervous for this one. The tides are changing quite quickly today. It is on the west coast. Apparently that is really boggy. There's signs saying that it's super boggy. Be super careful. We are fortunate from what I can see. There's a couple of cars in front of us. So one, either I'll choose their line potentially, or we'll be able to travel together and help each other if need be. So let's go get into it. It is so hard leaving a spot like this. Fingers crossed it pays off. Let's go and have a look. So we made it probably 100 meters down from our campsite. We are at the river mouth, just checking it out, and it doesn't look too bad, but all the way up in there was salt water, so that's still rushing out, and at the mouth the waves are still coming in, so we're just going to sit it out. It is honestly dropping so fast, so we'll just chill out here, wait that little bit longer, and then have a crack at it ourselves. 4 people have gone through, so it's certainly doable, but it's salt water, mate. It's as much as it's been diluted with some fresh, it's still not enough for me. So we'll just hang on for a little bit longer, see if anywhere else shows signs that it is a good area to cross. Otherwise, I think we'll just continue on their line that they chose and take it out there. I'm not entirely happy, but we are gonna go through. The waves have stopped pushing into the creek, so it is just water heading out. The water is fresh and salt, but hopefully mainly fresh. Anyway, let's get a little boogie into it. We've got 4 hours until 3 hours until low tide. So, and I think it's roughly going to take us about half an hour to get there. I'm looking forward to this drive. Let's get into it.
Got a two-tongue weight
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I give to you Coongal Creek. I think that's how you say it. I've had a crack. I'm not 100% sure. So, just down the back there is where we're going to try and camp. Right next to the creek, which will be really awesome. For us, just at the minute, it's got all these trees around, which are great. Don't get me wrong. We'll be able to have some shade and stuff. But we're hoping that the sun comes back out just to top up our batteries a little bit. We need to put Starlink on, use the air fryer and stuff, so we need just to use a little bit of battery. We've made it through. The only way to get here is on a lower tide because you've got to pass through a few creeks and stuff like that. One thing to note, you can come further south. I think it's called Moon Point.
Yeah.
Moon Point. That is currently shut. And from what I read on the Fraser Island Facebook page, they are saying do not even attempt it because of the creek that comes out of this one is super boggy and so many people have drowned their car here. So you would come from the north section down anyway. Beautiful, beautiful blue ocean again once the sun comes back out. And then another cracking little creek behind us. A little bit bigger, that one. We are going to be chilling out right here. Taking it in. G'day, mate.
Hello, Poppet.
Welcome. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's not bad. The other place,
I mean, it's not bad. It's good.
I feel like if
You're
we
picking
had,
up what we're putting down.
I feel like if we had have come here before the place we were at just then, it probably would have been a very different vibe, and we probably would have been absolutely amazed with it.
Who knows? Maybe we will be treated, all right? We shouldn't compare. We should appreciate where we are and just enjoy it for what it is, all right? I'm going to compare. So, at the last one, we sat, say, here, and we could see the creek and we could see the ocean so close together. It was just unreal. Where here, we have to choose whether we'll see the ocean or the creek. You can't sort of be in two places at once. Just that sort of thing. It's just nicer.
But this is still lovely.
It is. It's good.
I'm not complaining at all.
It's good.
Because it is still lovely. But I do believe I prefer the other place.
But in saying that as well, sorry, there's lots of buts this, all right. I'm trying to justify it. The other one only has a very limited amount of number of people being allowed there. This one has quite a high number of people being allowed here. But if you can, treat yourself. All right, just between you and I. Don't tell anyone, all right?
Yeah.
Apparently it's getting overpopulated up there and very hard to get a spot. This one, pretty easy to still get a spot. After setting up camp, we decided to get the drone up and head out and scout along this gorgeous coastline. Little did we know what was going to be lurking just off the shore for us. From a distance, I thought this was just a typical shark, but as we got closer, all I can say is I wish we had the audio of what I was saying because I just could not believe it. A stingray shark stingray, big looking finned mother flippin' thing. This is unreal. If you know what this is, please let us know. I have not got a clue. I'm pretty sure we've just discovered a new species. Good morning, guys. We have decided we are going to get out of here super early in the morning. Otherwise, we can't until about 4 o'clock this afternoon. So we're going to get out of here, continue our journey inland, go and keep looking around and exploring. This area was the first time we've sort of been attacked by a lot of mosquitoes and sandflies. So as soon as night fell, we ran away and hid in the tent. But that's all right. Still a cool little spot. Be sure to come and check it out. The water is absolutely stunning. Let's go. Let's see if we can get over this river crossing without water being in there.
Yeah, that's it. So to get over here, it needs to be low tide because there's a river crossing that you've got to get across. Well, we think we've timed the tide right. It is coming in, but it's around the same as what it was when we got here yesterday. So hopefully... Oh, hello. Wake up. See, that's my normal wake up alarm. We're already in the car ready to go. So anyway, let's see if we can get across.
I hope so.
Me too.
I hope so. I hope there's no salt water coming up it either.
We'll see.
You beauty. We have timed it well.
They're about to start pushing.
They are. Within the next half an hour, probably. Yay! Now we can pull up over here if you want for a while. Doesn't matter. Serious.
We might just pull up, have our coffee.
Do it here next to the creek. Yep. That's awesome. At least we beat the salt water. That's what it was about, to be honest. I knew we'd get through for a long time, but it was just more those waves coming in on that creek. I just, you know, we're already driving so much through salt water on the sand and stuff like that. There's no point in like submerging everything if we can get away with it like we did today. What a win.
Coffee time.
That is actually very exciting. We often get asked a lot about how are we finding it living out of the troopy compared to like a caravan, a little bit more luxuries and stuff like that. There's definitely a lot of pros and cons, alright, but the first thing I always say that we truly love is the fact of literally just like this. Like, we have left camp, we can now just pull up right next to the beach, make a coffee, all that good stuff. Like, everything we own is literally right here, no matter where we go. Like, if we get bogged, we literally just sit there, pop the roof up, we camp, you know? Like, that simplicity has just been awesome. I do want to make a video going through our pros and cons. We've been 6 months in the rooftop tent now. I'll eventually go through it and say what I sort of think. And it is hard. Sometimes we have days where we think a caravan could be better, like if you want to stay off grid somewhere longer. But as I say, the main thing for us, everything we want right there, with some compromises, don't get me wrong, but it is incredible.
It's not perfect, but it is incredible.
It is. Hey, look, I'm going on a tangent here. See, you start this, mate, and I'll find something to talk about. Don't you worry. This dress is like 1 day old, maybe 2 now. It has that many stains. Like, before she bought it, she goes, should I get white? I was like, oh, you'll look after it. Don't worry. I reckon you'll be right.
First thing after I put it on yesterday, we got coffee all over it down here. And then I got sunscreen here. And I think more coffee around here somewhere.
Stains everywhere, mate. So Maddie will not be buying any more white dresses or anything like that.
What just happened?
Well, we stopped for coffee. We thought we were through the creek that we wanted to. It wasn't the right creek.
There was another one.
Luckily, I think I was right with my timing, and in the next 10 minutes it would have had the salt water come through. So very, very lucky, but what a mistake.
Yeah.
The whole reason I wanted to leave early was because of that. Not have coffee, just get going.
We celebrated too early.
We did.
Never really settle the score. Half the town screaming not in vain, the other half is fake, but everybody's singing along.
I gotta say, this is so much easier than in Skip, hey? They must just lower the ramp down, then you just get to drive straight onto these planks, straight onto a road. You'll be laughing, mate. So this one here is $240 return, and I believe you have to pick your times and dates. Where the in-skip one, $140 return, and you don't have to pick it. Just keep your ticket and show it and you're on. Well, isn't this an exciting end of the day? It is blowing a gale here. As we finally finished our sort of like inland stuff, we went and visited around some ruins, around like some World War II stuff. And then we went to Kingfisher Bay, Lake Mackenzie, Lake Wobbly, and something else. I don't know. Can you believe I've just remembered that? It hurt my head, but Anyway, we're there. But the storm just rolled in, so I don't know what the go is. We've set up, the rooftop's up. We were just saying this whole week has sort of been our first time experiencing storms and things like that with the troopy and this sort of setup. And I've got to say, could you imagine if we had the rooftop conversion? If we just spent the extra money, it could just be like 2 clips out here quickly, run around, do them, pop it up, and then we would just have all that space inside. So after today, we have certainly decided that is what we're working towards at the moment. So then it would just be so much easier. But this, still so cruisy, hey? Luckily, there's a bit of break with the rain, so I thought I'd just come and tell you. Had a cracking day. Let's see how we go. I'm a little bit nervous as to how far up the waves are going to come. I'm just not sure, hey? I'm really not sure. There is a little bit of a higher bank over here if we need to drive to it. But we should slap, mate, hey? I'm going back to sit in the car. That's what we do when it's like this. We just sit in the car. G'day, chick.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Having some dinner at 4:30.
There is the other point as to why it would be great to have the rooftop conversion. Like straight away, it was awesome. We could just like walk to the, like get to the back and stuff like that. Maddie crawled through. But if we had the roof to be able to lift up, like Maddie could stand up in there. We would create like the bench space and things like that. So we'd actually be able to cook inside, where now we just sort of don't have that bench space. We haven't designed it like that. So yeah, one of those things, but we make it do, mate. Like I just want an excuse to whinge, really. It's bloody beautiful. You know, if this is the worst part of our day, that Maddie's eating cold pasta, I think I'm just going to have cereal.
It's not that bad.
Nah, we'll survive, mate. It's only for one day.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I was about to say fingers crossed, actually. What a great start to the morning. We have shot out early again. Just because of those tides here, we can't do too much beach driving in the middle of the day. We have to wait until it drops off again. So we decided to go on an adventure. This morning, we finally ticked off Eli Creek. We're finally doing Eli Creek. It's pretty exciting. Hopefully, this lives up to Gregory Down's expectations. I know it's going to be so cold, hey? Come on, let's go on the journey. Oh, that's cold. Come on, hurry up. It was absolutely freezing, but beautiful. Great little stop. Then Maddie decided to stitch us up, take us on a little detour. We went and seen where the tours will come in, but that's fine. Look at where we are. I've forgotten the name.
Central Station.
We have made it to Central Station. We're looking for a creek here, which is why we went all the way to where like the tours come in, because it says that's the name of the creek, so we drove there. But it turns out it is here. Anyway, we're going to bring you along. Let's get into it. You can go without your coffee, eh?
No, I already got up this morning. I've done too much without my coffee.
Dear. Got to be very quiet. We're approaching a very endangered bird, only found here on the island. Absolutely extraordinary. It flew off. If you know what that bird is, can you please let us know? I'm pretending as though it's a super rare bird, only found on the island. I'm getting told I'm heading the wrong way. Look, I just want to be honest, and I don't want to come across as whinging, so please don't take it that way. But this was so disappointing. It's a cool little walk, but I thought we were going to be able to go into the creek, but it's just a boardwalk around it.
Yeah. I mean, the water is amazing. It's like crystal clear. I've never seen water so clear, but...
Yeah, and I get that. They obviously want to preserve it or whatever, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not whinging. I've done it all right. I'm just saying, if you're coming here, don't expect to go swimming, all right? Otherwise, you could be disappointed like I am. I was right. You're not allowed in it. But off the track, there's this little like bridge down, and we can walk along it for a little bit. So we're going to go and do that. And fingers crossed, there's a little treat up here for us. What a gorgeous shot. I told you, right around the corner. And you're going to get the perfect shot. Don't you slip in. We'll be here waiting.
It would be funny.
Oh, she's still going. I'm turning back. See ya. Good luck with the dingoes. See ya. Have fun. She'll come running, eh? Yep. Oh, she's pretending as though it was the coffee. No, I'm not scared. Nah. Alright, update on Grand Central Station. The reason you're not allowed in there... Alright, I was being a bit cheeky and over listening to a tour group. It's a very sacred site for the local people and things like that. Apparently, from what I overheard, it was mainly a sacred site for women, and I believe it is intended for women. So we're not allowed there. Also, another interesting fact is rainforest should never ever grow on sand. This is the only living sand rainforest in the world. Oh no, I'm full of knowledge, guys. You can thank me later.
Well, thanks to people that paid for the tour.
Yeah, well, thanks to the people that paid for the tour, and I got to learn that information. Do you know how to say the name of the place that we're at?
Oh, no, I don't even know which one this is. Is it Beerween or Beerabeen?
Well, there we've been.
Which one was it?
I don't know, mate. I haven't got a clue where we are.
We'll put it down below.
Alright, we're at a lake. Let's go and have a look. Now, we've got a couple of hot tips about some lakes, but there's multiple that start with B, and we don't know what people have said. So, let's go and see if this is meant to be a little hidden gem that we were told about. Can you walk straight under that?
Yeah.
You're joking. So I'm pretty sure this was the lake that was a hot tip because it is pretty much like Lake Mackenzie, less crowded, less people, and just as gorgeous. Unfortunately, we are here at a terrible day with overcast and things like that, so we can't do it true justice. I can't give you my opinion as other people did on the perfect days, but they were right, mate. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone just keeps walking down and leaving, so it wasn't as easy to get here. We had to jump up this massive little step that had like a rubber mat, and we did get stuck on it. It took me 3 goes, but that was my own fault. I just had to bump it.
That's also from your wrong side as well.
I'm not wrong. She keeps telling me I'm wrong, mate.
If you're coming from Dilly Village or whatever it is, it may not be that bad. We'll find out.
These names are shocking, aren't they? You're wrong, Dilly Village. So anyway, a little gem that you might be able to have just on your own if you come down here. Well, guys, we seen the last lakes on the south end of the island. It was great to tick them off. Nothing blew us away. That could be because of the weather. Who knows? It was still awesome to explore it, and it's still great to say we've ticked it off. After we finished, we realised that we're a little bit early for the barge if we are going to leave today. So we decided to hang a right, and we come out to this campground called Ungoa. I don't know, mate. If I'm saying it wrong, sorry. But we come out here to suss it out, thought we'd have a look around. And let me tell you, this would have to have been one of the greatest little trips that we've done along the way. Come across this awesome little dingo pup. There's signs saying you can't take him home, so we've got to leave it here, unfortunately. It was so cute though. I must admit, as soon as we like got up beside it, it literally just sat down and like waited. Oh. And we stumbled across some absolute gems. Hey, we have never ever heard about them being spoken about, but we found 2 ships that are just sitting there rusting away. But I'm not going to tell you where they are, sorry. You're going to have to come and figure it out for yourself. That is, sorry. All right, it's just part of the fun and the adventure. But what a great little spot. We are getting bitten a lot over this side. I got absolutely smashed by sandflies, so we will not be calling this home if we do spend another night on the island. But anyway, we're heading back over to You're Wrong. Not You're Wrong, the place. Yep, every time we've talked about You're Wrong, I've had something to say.
Another night and I'm just walking, city lights and people talking. I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
One thing I wanted to say, and that was just a great example of what I wanted to say, is I don't know sizes and stuff like that, width of the cars and things, but all these little backtracks that we've sort of tried to explore, we are rubbing our car against them quite a lot. So if you have, I think, say like a 200 series, Y62 Patrol, maybe like Dodge Ram Chevys and stuff like that, those bigger trucks, you are definitely going to scrub on the way down. So if that's something that you're not wanting to do, some of these tracks would be worth looking at and doing a little bit more research beforehand, because some have been really tight, to be honest with you. And it's just normally like this little shrub. Like, it's not big trees that you're really banging against, but I know some people really care about their cars and don't want to scratch them, but
2 drinks in and we start all over again, and it feels so right. So just tell me, should I let you go? Yeah, I gotta know, yeah, I gotta know if I'm gonna be yours, so don't you keep me waiting. Yeah, I have to know, yeah, I have to know if you wanna be mine, 'cause this is so frustrating. Tell me now, don't keep me waiting. Hey,
good morning. We are racing literally to get off the island. We've cut it a bit fine because of that stormy weather. Oh, we're all right now. The waves have died down.
Oh, phew.
You beauty. We've just got around that, I guess, that peak, that change from the east coast to sort of the west coast. But those waves were just coming in, and it got a little bit hairy on some of the areas where there's sticks and stuff like that down, and you just can't get through. So we were pushing it there for a little bit. We were like, geez, if we were like half an hour later, it would have been pretty tight going and really, really driving in the ultra soft stuff. Oh man, what a morning! What an adrenaline! That was a tongue twister. Good morning. What an adrenaline! An adrenaline rush. Oh, there's 2 bugs. We have made it back to Inskip. Can you believe it? Now, I just thought I'll take this time to give you some things that hopefully help you when heading over that way. 1, if you come to Inskip, alright, they have multiple boats, we have since learned today. For the ferry is $140 return just for your standard 4-wheel drive. They are literally just back and forth every day. Check your tides. We actually went on to the Facebook page that is Fraser Island group, and there was a hire company who actually had what times is best to like drive on the beach and things like that. So that's a great little one to save, and then you'll know and just watch those tide times. I think they say 2 hours either side of high. The island itself, there is so much to see and do. It really is pretty awesome. I'm going to give you a very, very unpopular opinion. I think it's overrated. I think it's overrated. There was moments that blew me away. Other than that, I don't know. It was a cool experience. Definitely something I recommend doing once. But for me, I'm not going to rush back there. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings and you love the place so much. I certainly will be back. There's places that I absolutely love that I wish we spent a little bit more time there. But all in all, if you missed it, I wouldn't cry about it. I'm sorry. For our mapping system, this time tested out new tracks. So it worked okay. We're going to play around with that a little bit more. I'm not going to 100% say that is the best way to do it. It showed up all the tracks. It had some great little features, but I'm not 100% sure if that is the exact way to go, but it was a good app for us whilst we're over there. The other thing that we purchased was the Fraser Island book. I think it was about $50, and that was really good. Had so much detail in there, showed a couple of points of interest and things like that. Really, really good. Service on the island is pretty much non-existent, to be honest. Sometimes you might jag a camp that has like one bar and it will work a little bit. Otherwise, in your sort of town areas, that's where you'll find your service. So if you want to base yourself out of there so you have service the whole time, that would be the way to go. Personally, I wouldn't travel like that. I would hate to have a point to always sort of come back to on the island. I think the way we did it, where we went from camp to camp to camp, was absolutely perfect. To be able to actually stop and experience where we were camping and not having to rush back for that tide. And the number one thing you must take with you is a good attitude and a great time, hey? It was awesome. Get over there and explore it if it's something you're into and it is on your bucket list. I'm sure you'll have a great time. Just didn't live up to expectations. That's it. That's all I can say. I don't know why. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey. Thank you for coming with us to a place that we have ticked off a bucket list item for us. If you're new here, please head over to a suggested video, go and see how we got here and come along for the whole journey. It means the absolute world to us.
You are an absolute bloody legend.
Whoa!
I took your line, I'm sorry.
I'm going to have to... I also think you are an absolute bloody legend. We'll catch you next week, wherever we may be. Thank you so much. See you then.